Okay, our last step is going to be to restrict the movement of this point. So A, it can't go all the way down here, and B, it can't fly off the screen too far to the right or left. This is done through a program, and what the program is going to do is actually run in interactive notes, and the program will define restrictions on the variables. So I know I just hid that set of coordinates, but I actually need those because that's my point. So let's define the x coordinate, and I'm just using the var key or Control L to store that variable, and I'll call it xx. And this one I will call yy. Open a new page, but instead I'm going to use my document menu to insert a program and create a new program. Let's call this restrict, to restrict the movement of the point. Okay, so I have my xx variable, colon equals, to define its values. If I use the spreadsheet or the piecewise tool, 3 will do it. So what I'm going to do here is I do not want my xx to go less than -8. So what I will do is I will tell it to go to -8 if that value goes below -8. On the positive side, I want it to stop at +8. And beyond those extremes, I don't care what value it has, so I'll just keep it as it is. My y value, I want to stay always the same, and I like it here. That's too long, that's too short. Let's just keep it right there, which is at a y value of 3. So I'll just always keep that value 3. Control B will save the program, or Command B under Actions, or check syntax and store rather. It's also number 1. Okay, so that program is now saved, but it is not running. So right now there is no effect on this variable because the program is not being executed anywhere. So I go to a notes page, and I have put this on page 1, and I've already got it set up. I'll explain in a moment why I'm using a split page with 2 notes pages. Down here I will create a math box, and I will type in the name of my program, which was restrict, and I need the parentheses, and enter, and so it says done. Now, because the variables xx and yy are in the program, the way interactive notes works is that whenever I change a variable that's inside the program gets run. So if I try to move this up and down, I can't. If I try to go too far to the left, it'll stop. It won't go past -8 because it'll always get redefined as -8. And the same thing on the plus side. So this scatter plot, or this number line, is just a tool that I'm using to show you a bit of the power of a few of the tricks. The main reason for doing it was just to show how simple it is to attach a value, but it also shows the nice feature of plotting a point on a grid and using a program in interactive notes, which is something I do almost with every single document I make. So I'm just going to hide this. And the last step I always do on this kind of page is then scroll down so that that is not visible. And so this is my opening title page. So this could be whatever my title is, instructions, etc. And then the program is not even visible. Another possibility is to put the program further down this page. Instead, I could have done it there. If I do many returns, it can go lower, but then I get this awkward scroll bar on the right. Another trick instead is to highlight the program name and change its color to white. Change its color to white, and it is no longer viewable. And I can set the hide the output so that doesn't show up, and it's not even visible. So it's there, but not visible. Personally, I prefer the method of using a split notes page, just for my own sake. If I ever have to go back and redo a document, this just gives me a readily and quick view of which programs I've put in and are running. By the way, the program page that I had put in is no longer needed once the program is defined. So you can select your program page, Control K to select the whole application, and delete, and it's gone. I don't need this calculator page either, so I'll delete that. And so here I'm left with a very clean document that's ready to go with whatever I might do with this number line.